everyone here grew up in a classroom. When I was even younger, I remember my teacher lecturing my class, me partaking in those lectures, then leaving the classroom by the end of the day to go and play with my friends. That was a very simple time. Memories I like to indulge in when I feel bothered by the responsibilities of today. For that boy that once was me will eventually come to the realization of the nation he belongs to. A nation that stands for much more than what any single human could hope to stand for alone. We are all part of this progressive nation. However, every inch of progress breeds pain in the form of societal, economic, and even environmental concerns. In light of this, I do believe environmental awareness can be achieved through the K-12, through integrating it in the K-12, and through the digital age we all live in right now. This is best done through communal integration, social media, and new subjects. Environmental awareness is obviously an issue of the environment. Due to our heavy reliance on the environment, this issue pertains to all of us. If we continue to mismanage the environment, it'll only lead to heavier destruction, premature death. A very keen example of this is local deforestation occurring in Valencia. This will eventually lead, or may eventually lead, to the overflowing and eventual flooding of our very own Banica River. With regards to communal integration, we have solutions. First, the very simple act of household management in accordance with environmental procedures, basic segregation and maintenance. Second, commuting by means of designated public transport, by bike or even by skateboard. Third, with respect to social media, a report entitled Digital in 2017 showed that the Philippines spends the most time on social media out of any country in the world, with a 25% mobile growth rate and a web penetration rate of 58%. That is higher than the Southeast Asian average. We must make use of this in accordance with third, keeping up with education-based trends by integrating it into educational centers all over the Philippines. How do we do this efficiently, you might ask? Simple. Early integration of global competitiveness. Our country's response? The K-12. From the K-12 website of the Department of Education, we see that the curriculum desires to create better aged, better learned individuals, more suited for a globally competent workforce, and assist learners to focus more on their core subjects, thus increasing skill competency. Finally, with respect to new subjects, with new assistive learning subjects like the environmental sciences and entrepreneurship that focuses on micro, small, and medium enterprises and promotes and improves local consumerism. With this in mind, the curriculum provides modern-day countermeasures to modern-day concerns, such as the raising of awareness when it comes to environmental issues. At this point, I invoke your indulgence to help me in my quest to fully understand the vital role of the youth sector, especially with the influence of the K-12. After reflecting about this, I realized that awareness is the optimal state. Being aware means being knowledgeable and capable of acting in dire situations of need. Awareness, however, comes with a catch: proper education. The underlying role of education is to equip individuals with the collective knowledge of humanity to better the present scenario without compromising future scenarios. This must all be undergone to ensure sustainable development. Our means of progress, when pain slowly fades away. Now, what do the youth sector have to do with this? The advancement of the digital age and new global technological trends are indispensable to a progressive nation. Complementary to this, the youth sector keeps itself ahead when it comes to technological development and social networking. Now, you may think this applies only to the urban youth. However, with increased mobile phone usage rates and the presence of the K-12, learners in rural areas will easily play their parts as well, even in Negros Oriental. With the new K-12 curriculum set, the appropriate coordination of the government through the Department of Education and the youth sector must be secured when pursuing new global educational trends involving social networking and technology. This will help our nation further the reaches and strengths of education. The making of more inclusive, accessible education through the K-12. The use of educational trends, like the establishment of national issue databases, even local issue databases, that raise awareness on environmental issues in the locality of Dumaguete City through popular social media sites are all conduits to a better Philippines, a better Dumaguete. I see progress through raising awareness on environmental issues. The great nation I speak of is every Filipino's dream. However, many of us choose to procrastinate, to relax, to prolong the fight, ignorant of the costs. To attain this great nation, we must leave no one behind, deny no one of proper education, aim for sustainable development through the K-12, and incorporate the youth. We may not have much to thank them for yet, even in Dumaguete, but it is as the great Dr. Jose Rizal once said, La juventud, la esperanza de la patria. The youth is the hope of this fatherland.